Dr. P. Sarita, working as Assistant Professor of Commerce in V.V. Vanniperumal College for Women, Virudhunagar. In this video, I am going to explain about business ethics. Yes, it is clear from this image that in an organization or in a business activity, what is right and what is wrong is known as business ethics. In this image, the person who is working in an organization has right ethics, and the person who is leaning down or sleeping or watching other person is doing right. It's not doing right activity, so it's not an ethics. Let's move on to the introduction of ethics. Ethics has been derived from the Greek word ethos. Ethos means character of a person or a group. Ethics in a social science, which is the conduct of right or wrong, moral or immoral, good or bad. Ethics refers to a set of principles of right conduct. It goes beyond the legal requirements to establish a code of conduct that drives employees' behavior at all levels and helps to build a trust between an employees and his customers and business. So there has to be an ethics that has to be followed by all the employees in an organization, and they have to build a trust between a business and its customers. Business ethics is the moral principles, policies and values that govern the way of companies, views of companies and the individuals engage in business activities. Some issues of ethics includes corporate governance, insider trading, bribery, discrimination and social responsibility. Thus, it is clear from this meaning that developing ethical morals practices can boost a company's revenues, sales, profit and share price also. The definition of business ethics goes like this. It is an art or science of maintaining an harmonious relationship of the society, groups and institutions, as well as reorganizing for right or wrong of business conduct. It is clear that it's both art and science, and maintaining a good relationship between the members, that is employees, society or group or individuals, whoever it may be, for doing the right work of business activities. The nature of business ethics is that it's a code of conduct. Code of conduct is nothing but set of rules, principles, values, employees' behavior, employees' expectation and employees how they have good relationship with them, others in an organization for the success of an organization. So code of conduct plays a very important role. It is very important for business ethics. And the second one is legality of business activities. That is, any business activity should be follow legal principles only. It should not be illegal. It should carry out a legal activity only. Next one, it has to supply good quality products. Good quality of the product should be supplied to the customers in order to satisfy them. The quality of the product should be good and they should not produce the bad quality products. And the price should be reasonable and fair. And they should not fix a high price for the poor people. So the price should be reasonable price. And every organization has to follow certain rules and regulations, and that is the nature of business ethics. And the employer and employee relation should be smooth, and it is very necessary for the carrying on a business activity. So this next one is avoiding frauds and cheating. Fraud activities must be reduced and cheating must be avoided. The business has to be carried out in a right way. And environmental issues, either the business ethics should follow the issues that are being faced in an environment and it should not affect the environment also. So considering the environment is very important for business ethics. And avoiding artificial shortage, I would like to give an example. For example, if there is going to be a hike in price in tomato or onion, the business people will be having the profit oriented mind. They will be thinking of hoarding the products like onion or tomato. So they will be creating an artificial shortage. This must not be followed in any business activities and it's not business ethics. So avoiding artificial shortage must be the many basic principles of nature of business ethics. Then meeting the claims of employees or customer is very important. Then social welfare, they have to be socially responsible to the society and they have to do the best for the society. So these are the nature of business ethics. Next I am moving on to the importance of business ethics. The first one is to stop the business malpractices. So the business malpractices must be avoided. This is one of the importance of business ethics. So doing the right way in the right time is very, very important. And the next one is to improve the customer's confidence. Confidence level has to be improved. It can be improved only by the way of business ethics only. Business ethics, doing the right thing will make the customers feel confident about the product, and they'll be feeling that the product is very, very good. And this customer confidence will ultimately lead to customer satisfaction. Only a satisfied customers will buy the product again and again. He'll become loyal to the business. So when the customer is going to be loyal to the business will survive for a long run. So for maintaining a good relationship with the customers and also to survive in this competitive world, business ethics is very, very important. Then protecting the employees and shareholders needs also very, very important concept of business ethics. And to develop good relationship, once a good relationship has been developed between the company and the employees and the customers, they will be creating a good image among them, among the company, among the society, and this will lead to the smooth functioning of the business in a long run. As I said earlier, customer confidence will lead to customer satisfaction. And to maintain healthy competition, once a company is maintaining a good competition, that becomes healthy competition, and that is to following the right principles will be the very, very importance of business ethics. Next one, factors governing business ethics. The first and foremost factor is that value forming institutions. Once the business follows the business ethics, it becomes a value forming institutions for others, and it create a healthy competition among the other competitors. So the first factor that governs the business ethics is value forming institution. Organization goals have to be set in a proper way, that is, the set of rules, regulations, principles has to be set in a clear way so that the business ethics will be followed in an organization. So organization goals have to be set for meeting the right conduct of business. Then work and career. To meet the work and career of the any people in an employees or organization or customers, whoever it may be, this is also one of the factors that governs the business ethics. Once we are carrying a good business, we will be having a good career opportunities. Then superior has to have a good relationship with the employees and with the superiors. So superior relationship is very, very, very important. And at the same time, peers and colleagues should have business ethics in their mind for the achievement of organizational goals. And last one is professional codes has to be set out, and this is nothing but a set of rules and regulations that has to be followed within an organization, and each and every employee has to follow this professional codes. Next, I am going to give a few examples relating to business ethics. For example, if a person is carrying on a sugar business, then he is dealing with purchase and sale of sugar. He must deal only with the purchase of sale of sugar alone. But some people, they will be mixing rava in sugar. This is not ethics. So the right way of doing the business is buying and selling of sugar alone has to be done. And if it's going to mix rava with sugar, then it leads to food adulteration. Similarly, in pepper, papaya seeds are added. In coffee powder, sawdust are added. Then in apple, two ways it has been followed to spoil the quality of the apples. One, applying wax in the outer layer. Another one is chemical injection has been given to ripe the apples. At the same time, in mangoes also, chemical substances like calcium carbonate has been included to make the mangoes ripe in an artificial way. So the mangoes has to be ripe easily in a natural way only. So these are few food adulteration, but this is not the right way of doing the business ethics. Next one, I am going to explain the principles of business ethics. There are 12 principles involved in business ethics. The first one is leadership. In an organization, a good leader has to guide and direct the employees in a right way of doing the business. So it's a role of a leader to follow the good code of conduct. Second one is accountability. A commitment to follow ethical principles and practices must be followed through ethical guidelines only. So accountability comes from commitment to work. Following the good guidelines will be leading to accountability. Third one is integrity. Someone with the integrity consistently does the right things. So person with integrity, they will be doing the thing in the right way. So integrity is to be the main principle of business ethics. Then respect for others. Respect for others is very very important. Like they have to consider everyone, respect for their employees, dignity, equality, everything has to be done. Next one, honesty. Truth is very very important. Like they'll be saying that good news has to be transmitted or communicated same as like a bad news. So bad news has to be said like a good news only. It is the controversy things, vice versa. Good news has to be followed as a bad news and bad news has to be followed as a good news. There must be honesty must be followed within an organization. Then respect for law. Respect for law is that maintaining dignity, equality among the employees, treating everyone in law equally. Then responsibility. Once an accountability has been given to an employee, responsibility also follows. Each and every employee is responsible and he has to communicate to other people. It's very important for accountability and responsibility. Then transparency. Transparency is very very important. Not only in terms of sales, finance, but price changes, hiring and firing of employees details, then wages and salaries, promotion details, everything has to be communicated both to the employees as well as to the customers. So transparency is very very important principle of business ethics. Then compassion. Compassion is nothing but employees working in an organization or environment, they have to be treated equally. Even employees has to be treated equally and customers have to be treated equally. That is known as compassion. Fairness. Everyone should be treated equally. Fair and equal importance has to be given to every person. Loyalty. As I said earlier, a satisfied customer will become loyal to the organization. So loyalty is very very important for employees as well as for customers. So business ethics is one of the principles that leads to that loyalty is very very important. Then environmental concern. Environmental concern is very very important. Nowadays resources have been scarce in number and it has been existed. So what it has to be done is that the resources have to be utilized in an efficient way and everyone must be aware and of the environmental issues that prevails in an environment, and they have to bring a solution to the problems for the damages that has been caused by the environment. So maintaining an environmental concern is also one of the principles of business ethics. So these are the 12 principles of business ethics. Next one, I would like to conclude by saying that keep ethics in mind and follow ethics in business. Thank you.